Hi everyone, so today I'll be working with Spellbinders Glimmer of the Month for January of 2025, and I already did a whole unboxing, so I'll include that video link in the description box along with the affiliate links for these items for the US and the UK, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase times those links. And these initially were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. So the Glimmer this month does come with this beautiful aura foil. And as I've mentioned before, if you're part of the club, like if you sign up now or if you're a member, you do receive the foil as part of the club kit. But if you were to purchase it next month when it becomes available for just picking it up, you are going to have shipping on top unless you reach a certain amount of price, right, for free shipping. And it will not come with the foil. Same thing with the wax beads or the wax seal. It'll just be the wax, the seal head with an arm and all that, the little handle, but it doesn't come with beads or whatever the other item is, which this month is a little box to help you sort your year of, wax heads or wax seal heads or the wax or however you want to use it, right? We already did a video on that. And while I'm at it, since I'm turning on the Glimmer, I think I'm going to go ahead and Glimmer these Better Press plates this month, which I haven't tried. The last time I just used the Sentiment, so we'll do that. And then I'm going to use the bonus stencil if you are part of the Deluxe Caboodle. So we'll probably make 2 cards, I think. So I'm going to start off with this guy. It is a big boy. Let me see. I don't quite remember. Yeah, it's 5 3/4 by 4 1/2 almost. So what I'm going to do is make this an A2 size card, because you can do a 5 by 7 on this guy just because it is a little bit larger. You're still gonna have the matte layer behind it possibly, but I'll do an A2 size card, and then you have these words, right? So smile, thanks, congrats, kind of thing. They kind of fit in the center there, so you can make a real simple quick card, just do it all at once and you're good to go, right? So let's do that, and then we'll do a glimmered butterfly colored in with the stencil. So let me grab some papers and I'll be right back. Okay guys, did I say let me grab some stencils and we'll get started? I feel like that's what I said. I meant paper. And why is this on top of here? I put it to the side. Anyway, I already have that going. I'm going to make 2 card bases just with this A2 size paper, and we're going to cut it 5 1/2, and I'm so sorry, of course. It is Wednesday and my neighbor's gardener is here with the loudest things possible that he uses right first thing in the morning. You got to keep your yard beautiful, guys. Okay, score at 4 1/4. And I'll be right back. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Okay, and for this one, for my topper, I'm just going to do black with that gold. I think it's going to be really striking, but I'm going to do 5 3/8 with 4 1/8. You can cut it later. You can use a die. You can do whatever you want, but I just want a matte layer with a little bit of edge. So by 4 1/4, I'm sorry, 4 1/8, my goodness. And I'm going to cut a piece of foil that's going to be that same size. Enough to cover this basically, because we want obviously all the edges to get touched. So I will be right back with that, and I usually walk through with you guys on that, but since I can hear lawn care items, I'm gonna come back and just have a piece cut down for you. Okay, well this is still heating up, and I have this cut nice and big. So basically, if you're gonna set this up, you're gonna want this right on top, because I like to build it up out here and then I pop it on here. But if you want to pop it on there first, you can definitely do that. And maybe we'll do that today, because I do want it to be, I want to see the grid lines and all that. So I'm just gonna wait for this to heat up. We'll do that. Again, cut pretty close to the size of the paper. Usually I cut it close to the size of the die, but the die is bigger than my paper this time around, so I cut it more towards that. Trying to think what I want to do with the other card. Oh, with the other card, let me cut a background piece like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'll run it through. I'll run it through the 3D embossing folder of the month, and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. Hey, got a lot going on here. I just ran that through, so I'll pop that onto one of my card bases if I can ever get it out. Here we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so striking in black. That's the deboss side, but this is amazing. Amazing stuff. All right, I put that to the side there. And this guy is pretty much ready. So I hardly ever do it this way, but your metal is always going to touch the surface, okay? So I know sometimes I'll make my bundle out here. If you bring it over, put the paper down. No, you need to flip it over. This needs to touch your surface. So let's just put that like right there. It is a big boy. I haven't chosen which one of these, but I think congrats, because this looks very, like, I don't know, congratulatory, doesn't it? With the black and the gold, just really stark. And again, I'm looking at the lines there, and I think that's eyeballed pretty good. And then you're going to put your foil with the silver side facing you. It's already going to start kind of wilting because of the heat. And then you're going to put your paper with the side that you want foiled facing down. And so again, I just want everything to be nice and straight here. This is usually why I build it up somewhere else and then bring it over. So this, I haven't practiced this, is what I need to say. Because generally I start off somewhere else, like I said. Okay. I mean, that looks straight. Okay, and I like putting this on it now. Being very careful. Okay, and then I press the timer. Okay, so it's a little bit different, and maybe I should have cut it down afterward, because like I said, I kind of had to eyeball that. We will see. All right, once the light stops flashing, that means I can run it through, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, it just stopped flashing, so you bring the whole unit out and go ahead and run that through. Going slowly. You can run it back through too if you want. Just do it very carefully and run it back. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. Oh wow. There you go. Okay, so I can see I missed some there, and I missed some a little bit at the top there, like in this area. And again, okay, and this might be me, my bad, and I'll tell you why. I don't usually run two things at the same time, because, you know, there's a gap here and then this guy's there, and you can say that that would be the same out here, but it works just because I like to heat up one thing, let it go, and then heat up the next thing, and I feel like maybe it causes a bump. And Spellbinders will give you that tip themselves, if you've ever taken one of their like weekend courses, which I did take, I don't know, a year or two ago. So that might be my bad, but you get the gist. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab some paper for the better press, which I haven't really tried in this kind of thing, this kind of setting with the Glimmer. I've only done it once or twice, but I do want to show you the card base that we have for that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a white butterfly, I think, with the gold, and then we'll color it in. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use this smaller butterfly, and I'm just going to cut a piece of this paper. Again, the smoothest paper you would like. This is actually new black paper that I haven't really used, so that might be another issue. I thought it was from Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure it is, but it's not their extra heavyweight one. It's just like regular black paper. So again, maybe not the best option. All right, we have this guy. Let me cut down a piece of gold, the aura stuff that goes behind it. I will say, try to be careful with this side, because if you scratch it, that's actual, I don't know, it's pigment, but the actual like foil area. And I'm just gonna, again, just a little bit bigger than the plate itself. And as usual, I like to put this here, so color facing up at you, because this is gonna push down into it. And then put that guy. And generally, this is what I usually do. I usually build it up out here, and then I bring it to my machine. Let me grab some little pieces of washi. Let's move that just to make sure it doesn't move. And I missed that corner. I really made this really tight for myself. There we go. And there. And then I turn this over on here, put the back on, and that's normally how I do it. And then press the timer button. And of course, when it stops, we will foil that through. Okay, so that stopped blinking. Let's bring it over. And just run that guy through. And if you're going to keep, you know, glimmering, then just put that back in its base so it can heat up again. Right now we have this big guy. It's quite hot. Yep, not doing great. So I'm going to try it again. You know, It might be the aura. Sometimes there are colors of foil, in my opinion, that are more dry and they do this kind of thing. So I'm going to try this one again because I want to, but I will be right back. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Just run it through again. Maybe give it an extra 5 seconds after this is done, you know, when it stops flashing. And then I'll go from there. I will say one of the things is it's very cold today, and this took a long time to heat up, and I don't know if that's working against us. So we'll try it one more time. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Sorry, I was die cutting stuff in the meantime. But okay, let's run that through one more time. And I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my goodness, that guy just like right in front with a blower. This time I built it up here and then I put my paper and stuff on top instead of flapping it over. That's why there's no washi tape on this one. All right, so I did give it an extra, I would say 10 seconds. After the light stopped flashing, I just sat there and waited and counted like 1,000, 2, 1,000. There we go. All right, very good. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I have quite a few things here. I decided to grab some of the items from the large die of the month just to kind of dress this one up a little bit more, but you can see that it'd be a note card. I mean, look at the way the aura just does its thing. It's so pretty. You see that kind of rainbow effect it has there? So I just cut out some leaves and things with some glitter paper, and then I did some butterflies. So we'll put that all together in just a moment. And then with this one, again, second time's a charm. And this, I don't know, other than to say they're dry. There are 2 colors that do this. Well, now 2. Aura, it seems like that was doing it for me, where it's just kind of dry. And the tangerine color. And so just let it soak in a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Just let it kind of bake there a little bit longer and you'll get better results. At least that's my experience. Again, it could be how cold and crisp it is in here. But the second one came out perfectly. This one is missing lots of spots, okay? Yeah, so just something to think about. If you get any overfoiling, I usually clean it up as when it's warm. And what I mean is like this little bit right there. All I'm going to do is just bring an eraser and just erase it. Okay, so you can do that over the whole thing if you think there's any little bits that look a little rough edge, and it just gets rid of it. We are going to do our stenciling. Stenciling will probably get rid of it too because you're kind of rubbing over that. And I was just debating what I want to do for the stencil. So let me see. Also, let me see if I have these stencils the right way. Yeah, that's good. So we have that area, and then you're going to fill in the little tips and then more of this inside part. So what I was thinking is maybe making it more like monarch colors. So let me grab my yellow and oranges. I'll be right back. I just have some finger daubers. Some are yellow and some are orange. And I'm not, going to go look at pictures of monarchs. I'm just going to go for it. So like, let me see. This is going to be in here. And then this one. I'm sorry, this last one. Okay. Let's go with like yellow. I'm gonna go with a yellow that's a little bit orangey yellow, I think. So again, however, that's actually a little bit brighter than I thought it would be, but that's all right. So I'm gonna be a little more heavy-handed with it. I do want it to come out a little more. So we have that one. And then the next one. And I don't know if they're in any order. I don't think it matters because they're coloring different areas and they're not overlapping at all. This one, let's go with, I'm trying to think. Let's go with the darker orange on this one. So I'm going to go with this pumpkin. It's very dark. I try to make it look a little bit organic. Like I don't try to really just color it in really harshly, but there you go. And then this one, the last one, kind of goes in here. We'll do a yellow orange. That's a little bit darker. So this marigold color. Oh, no, don't do that. Well, actually, what's funny about that is that we foiled. So honestly, even if you get it on there, you won't see it because the foil doesn't really take that color on. I guess, unless it's maybe something really dark. I don't know. Aw. That's pretty. So again, that's the bonus item there. So let me clean up a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so this guy, we're just going to cut it out. Again, you do also have dies for it. And I'm so sorry, I can just hear the guy just turned off the blower or whatever. They have like the loudest machinery. I'm telling you, there's a guy that comes to the neighbor right in front here, like literally outside this window. And I don't hear him as loud as these people across the other way. It's crazy. Okay, so we have our die, and you can easily see in there where you're going to cut. So that's really great. So I can see like the little antenna and everything. And yes, I need to redo my nails. They are wearing down. Okay, so whenever we tape this, I've always given the tip to put your tape towards the outside of the die, because if you tape towards the inside, you're going to pull away some of your foiling possibly. And so I just have these little scraps. You can get yourself some more tape. I'm being chintzy with it here. But see what I'm saying? Like tape towards the outside. I'm going to run that through, okay? Just a moment. To finish this guy up, I have a couple of these. And I was, thinking about trimming them down, but just to kind of cover a little bit of where it got rough. And you know what's funny? I like the way it looks. Like, that didn't bother me. That's why I didn't do it again, because usually I'll run it again like I did with the butterfly. But I like the way it looked because it's kind of organic, kind of interesting. I mean, you can put these things wherever you like, even closer here. I just thought I would put it like up here somewhere and just among that area. So we'll put this guy here, and I'm going to put another one down towards the bottom. Or you can even cut a piece off. It doesn't have to be like the full thing, So that's where it was a little bit rougher. And you can even go off the edge of the card. You don't have to put it so close, like on just the black part. And then this one I was going to put like in here. And let's get that. Right down in there. A little organic. I'll be right back. Okay, just cutting up my little butterfly here. And yeah, it's funny. My husband will be like, I didn't even hear the gardener. I'm like, I don't know. And I have really good noise cancellation on this camera and all that. But I just don't trust it when I hear it super loud. I'm like, people have to hear it. There's no way you don't hear that. By the way, my new Lenovo laptop, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. Does such a great job. Now I was just gonna put like one here and like one down in here somewhere, just for funsies. So I might just, like I do, just flex the little guys here and just pop one in there. And same thing with this little butterfly. I'll just put a little glue on the back of it and like stick it down like right in here. My last laptop was about 10 years old, and it would take an hour, a good hour, to edit something that might be 20 or 30 minutes, or to, get it going. This thing does it in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, with an hour-long video. And I'm like, what was I thinking, like waiting around? But anyway, so that's this one with some added, pretties, but you can do whatever you like. Again, we saw what it looked like, note card form. And then this guy, I was just going to pop this on there. Now, if you want to put a sentiment on there or whatever, go for it. I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I would kind of bend it, but since this is stuck the way it is, and these aren't just like free floating, I feel like it's going to look kind of funny. So I'm just going to put dimensionals, on the whole back of it. So I've been watching a lot of Hallmark Channel, like literally 24/7, unless Miranda's watching something else. And, holidays are over, so now they're like, okay, murder mystery kind of things in the morning. But now they're doing Reba reruns. I'm like, oh, from the very beginning, which I love. So I'm watching those. What have you guys been watching, getting into? All right. Beautiful card again. Sentiment, maybe some sprigs behind here or whatever else. Maybe just a note card type thing. Maybe just, stamp a sentiment there when you're ready to use this for someone. Just different ways to use those guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. We got it going. And I will have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And I will see you all at the next one. All right, bye now.